Both similar in age, as you can see on the screen. 27 for Robert Anders, 28 Brad Pitan. Both have 2 wins to their record.
Ladies and
Anders
gentlemen,
carrying
this
the
is a
2-0 record.
145-pound amateur contest scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Brought to you by Pyramid Gentlemen's Club and seen live around the world by FlowCombat.com. Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, representing Impact. His amateur record, a perfect 2 wins, no defeats. I give you Robert the Turtle Andrews. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, represented as an independent fighter. His amateur record, 2 wins, 2 defeats. I give you Brad Pitan. Your referee, Travis Mateer.
Andrew's coming in, seeming a little more calm to start off here.
I'm looking forward to this fight.
Yeah, so far we've had 6 MMA fights, and all 6 of them have failed to reach the distance. So
that's true.
So we'll see if that streak continues here.
I think we had the opposite from Muay Thai. I know the first 4 or 5 were all decisions.
Get a good finish here. Excellent. So work to the back. This is a difficult position for Pitan. I'd just try to bail at this point. At least turn into him.
And if you're Andrews here, you got to kind of slowly work your way up so you can get a little higher up on the hips.
Andrews, too, even though he kind of has his back, it's not, I mean, it's okay to bail on that as well if you feel like you're slipping off like he is right now.
Very nice job getting back to his feet. Pitan laying the hammer with those right hooks. Anders again will go to the ground.
So he's definitely expending lots of energy in this first bit here.
It looks like Robert watched the book on Brad, isn't stupid enough to exchange bombs with him.
Yep, should be able to finish this takedown here. Well done. Working the half guard here, or side guard potentially.
Start working it, Robert. Start working it. Start throwing, Robert. Let's go. Punch.
I don't think Pitan, I wouldn't be trying to hold him in guard there. At least try to work one of your legs under you. Stand up.
Body's wide open. Body's open. There you go. Keep hitting, Robert. Over the top. Over the top.
So neither fighter really doing much here.
Yeah, if Andrews can kind of work him off the fence a little bit here. Pretty well done.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I didn't think Pitan knew what to do and just start punching, right?
Yeah.
About 1 minute remaining here in round number 1.
Brad, there we go. Well done, Brad. Good uppercut.
Pitan's certainly winning the exchanges on the feet. See if Anders can get it back to the ground.
Anders doesn't seem to want to test him. Brad got a little wild there.
Yeah, Andrews kind of tucks his chin the second he receives the first punch. He's got to be careful with that.
Not only that, but he's kind of turning his back too.
Yeah.
You know, if Pitan wanted to just drag him to the ground, he'd have his back right there. But you know, Pitan likes to stand and bang.
So this would be a good time. You know, throw a punch and a low kick right here. Either guy.
Oh.
We have a groin strike.
I think so. Looks like he'll be okay.
Robert seems like he's ready to go.
Catch a breather if you need it. Why not? Getting scolded a little bit, but just try not to let it happen again. Didn't seem too blatant.
No, it didn't. Robert seems fine.
Yeah.
His break seems a little overdone.
So far this fight, Jeremy, is this kind of what you expected? Is, you know, it playing out here in the early first round?
It did, because Robert's not an exceptional wrestler, so I didn't know that he'd be able to, you know, dominate this fight with wrestling, being that he's not really a high-level wrestler. He's more of a high-level athlete than a high-level wrestler. So I did think at some point that he's going to have to exchange hands with Brad, or at least work on a stand-up. Brad's scrappy, he's just and honestly, this break probably was better for Brad than it was for Robert.
Right.
Robert's probably in better shape. So now Brad gets to have the full tank of gas, which he probably wouldn't have. Robert seemed like he was fighting really smart early, trying to wear him down, but didn't have much success on the ground.
Brad seems a little more timid and a little more. Oh,
Brad overcommits with the right hand.
yeah.
Hey, Andrews did a nice left jab and then right into the double leg takedown there. And that's going to look good in the judges' eyes, getting that takedown here in the waning moments of round number 1.
For sure.
It always helps to end up on top and the bottom at the end of the round.
So very close round 1. But certainly some bright moments for Andrews on the ground, and Pitan was, like we said, he's winning the exchanges on the feet.
Brad overcommits, and he always tries to sneak in a couple punches. I think if he'd learn a little bit to just be more picky with his shots, throw less, it wouldn't lead to those easy takedowns.
Yeah, he's a bit rigid up top too. I mean, I'm guilty of that as well, but he maybe a little more fluid, a little more loose, because it's so easy to read those punches when you're like that. Neither guy seemed to be too worn out, even though it was lots of action in that first round.
So Pitan and Andrews getting set here for round number 2. Andrews switching up his stance a little
Brad
bit.
too. Brad was willing to do the same.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see Andrews open up a little bit on the feet.
Yeah, it
here.
would. He's a little cautious.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice combo there for Andrews.
Yeah, try to throw a little more in one punch, at least a 3-punch combo. Little flare there. Never hurts.
Brad never even moved.
No.
Wow.
Good
Nice
shot.
left hook.
Yeah, Andrew's starting to open up a little more on the feet here, which is nice to see.
Nice suplex there for Andrews over the top. And here's where he needs to take advantage.
Yeah.
There we go. Way to
Brad
get
doesn't
mount
really
here.
know what to do other than squirm here.
Way to work in the mount.
Oh,
excellent. Keep
Mouthpiece
going.
out. Pitan's in trouble. Andrews will get the TKO stoppage.
They may have let that go a little bit longer, but with the mouthpiece out, it's tough.
Yeah, and Brad wasn't really, he wasn't really defending himself either.
On the feet, Andrews could use a little bit of work, at least defensively, but round 2 he showed some nice improvements and some nice changes for.
I totally agree. On the offensive, he looked pretty great, and he looks loose when he's standing up too. But he kind of seems to tense up and ball up when he gets thrown at.
I think he probably watched a couple of those knockouts.
Yeah. And even though he lost via KO or TKO, Pitan, that's not a bad way to go out. For a loss, he's not beat up or anything. He'd probably come back pretty quick.
Round number 2. Referee Travis Mateer stops the contest.
Not a scratch on either guy.
Your winner by TKO, Robert the Turtle